Between the bustling cities of Glasgow and Edinburgh, in the serene valley of Bonny Water, lies the small village of Bonnybridge, Scotland. It is 4.0 miles west of Falkirk, 5.3 miles northeast of Cumbernauld, and 8.3 miles south-southwest of Stirling. The village is situated near the Bonny Water, which runs through the town and lies north of the Forth and Clyde Canal. To the southeast of Bonnybridge is a well-preserved section of the Antonine Wall and the remnants of Rough Castle Fort, the most complete of the surviving Roman forts of the Wall. Bonnybridge, a quaint village nestled within the Scottish lowlands, transcending its industrial roots with a population of just 6,800, its closest large town, that of Falkirk. This seemingly unassuming locale has garnered international attention not for its history of industry or picturesque landscapes. Instead, it stands as a bewildering epicenter for UFO sightings and activity. With a staggering average of 300 UFO sightings reported annually, almost one sighting per day. This being more than anywhere else on the planet, and has led to the area being referred to as the Falkirk Triangle, a nod to the ever-mysterious Bermuda Triangle thousands of miles away in the North Atlantic Ocean. However, this one is situated thousands of miles away in the Scottish lowlands. Over 60,000 documented sightings and encounters have been reported to authorities, known as a hotspot or window area of activity. The UFO Capital of Britain is openly used to describe the village. The reason for this and the apparent cover-up remains a mystery. Robert Taylor. On a damp and misty morning of November 9th, 1979, Robert Taylor, a seasoned forester from Livingston, found himself amidst the eerie silence of Dechmont Woods, located a mere 20 miles from the mystically charged region of Bonnybridge, Scotland. As he ventured deeper into the forest, the unexpected unfolded before his eyes, a large, ominous spherical object, seemingly defying the laws of physics, hovered menacingly above the forest floor. The encounter took a terrifying turn when Taylor reported being attacked by smaller, sinister spheres that emerged from the larger object. These were not benign entities. They were equipped with menacing spikes, evoking images of medieval torture devices rather than vehicles of extraterrestrial origin. The assault was swift and brutal, leaving Taylor in a state of unconsciousness, a victim of an inexplicable aggression. Upon regaining his senses, he found his trousers torn, a physical testament to the harrowing experience. The physical evidence of his ordeal was undeniable, marking his body and his psyche with scars that would never fully heal. The gravity of Taylor's encounter compelled him to report the incident to the police, a decision that led to an official investigation into the events that unfolded in the quiet of Dechmont Woods. The scene of the encounter bore the marks of the strange event. Impressions on the ground matched Taylor's account with unsettling accuracy. This incident stands as a chilling milestone in the study of unidentified flying objects, for it is one of the few cases officially recorded by British police as an assault by an unknown entity. James Walker, another infamous early encounter in the more modern era. We go back several decades into the shadowed embrace of a 1992 Scottish night where the tranquility of Bonnybridge was shattered forever for James Walker amidst the silence of an ordinary drive. He was confronted by a spectacle that would defy an immediate explanation. Suspended in the air was an object shimmering with an ethereal glow, resembling a star, but exuding an ominous presence. This celestial anomaly, challenging the natural order, lingered momentarily before it tore across the sky at a velocity that bordered on the supernatural, leaving behind a trail of spectral light and a man engulfed in astonishment and disquiet. This singular event marked not just an encounter, but the dawn of a new epoch for Bonnybridge, casting it as a focal point for an enigma that stretched beyond the reach of scientific comprehension. This case brought a lot of media attention and notoriety at the time. Sloggett family. On an evening that promised nothing beyond the ordinary at first, was then transformed into a series of unexplainable events. the pastoral beauty of the surroundings was abruptly violated by a manifestation from the abyss of the cosmos. From the void above, a light of unnatural azure descended, its trajectory deliberate, aiming for the earth with a precision that hinted at a disturbing sentience. This was no mere atmospheric anomaly, but a harbinger of the unknown, its descent into a nearby field a silent proclamation of its otherworldly origins. The intensity of the light, pulsating with an alien rhythm, cast the night into a bizarre procession of colors and sound, painting the Sloggett family not as mere observers, but as participants in an event that transcended what they believed to be possible. Their encounter, marked by a mixture of awe and fear, further entrenching Bonnybridge's standing as a nexus for extraterrestrial visitation. Another notable incident took place in October 1994, when 3 cleaners on their way to work said they saw 5 UFOs. When they got to work, they told their manager what had happened. To his surprise, a number of employees then came forward to confirm that they too had seen flashing lights and strange orange orbs glowing in the vicinity for the past week. No one had an explanation at the time, and this event is still considered an unsolved mystery. Falkirk City Councillor William Buchanan experienced something that would deeply influence his advocacy for the investigation of UFO phenomena in Bonnybridge. While walking near the outskirts of the village, he encountered a craft of unknown origin. This was not just a distant sighting of lights across the sky. It was an up-close experience with a craft that seemed to defy the laws of physics, hovering silently with an intense luminosity that lit up the dark Scottish night. As Buchanan stood there, trying to comprehend what he was witnessing, a figure emerged from the craft. This being, humanoid yet clearly not human, approached him. The encounter was peaceful, marked by a silent encounter that felt like communication beyond words. Buchanan never publicly detailed what was communicated during this exchange, but it left him with a renewed urgency to seek answers from both the UK government and the wider scientific community about the phenomena occurring in Bonnybridge's skies. Malcolm Robinson, a renowned paranormal researcher, alongside William Buchanan, has been at the forefront of calls for a rigorous investigation into these sightings. Despite their efforts, the British government has remained steadfast in its stance that these objects pose no threat to national security, thus no formal inquiry has been initiated. This lack of governmental acknowledgement does little to quell the fear and speculation among the residents of Bonnybridge and the surrounding area. There may have been a reluctance within the Bonnybridge community to report sightings in the past, prior to the advent of the internet and social media. However, phenomenon observed since the late 1990s points to a shift from the cultural stigma attached to reporting UFO encounters, hinting at a potentially vast undocumented reservoir of experiences prior to the more lauded recent encounters. This silence, enforced by the fear of skepticism and ridicule, obscures the true scale of encounters and complicates efforts to approach the Bonnybridge phenomenon with the seriousness it demands. One man claims he witnessed 6-foot-tall aliens looking through his car windows and moving freely around the vehicle, then being abducted against his will and prodded aboard a spaceship. Over 60% of people in the area claim to have seen a UFO or had an unexplained encounter with lights and beings. Reports of moving circular stars that follow people around and then disappear suddenly. Videos of these objects have frequented social media as of late. The stories surrounding Bonnybridge challenges not just local understanding, but global perceptions of extraterrestrial phenomena. Theories attempting to explain these sightings range from the presence of interdimensional portals within the so-called Falkirk Triangle to clandestine military testing. Yet, despite the proliferation of theories, there remains a palpable sentiment of unease and trepidation, stemming from the unresolved nature of these encounters and what they might signify about our place in the cosmos as well as the planet. The enduring mystery of why Bonnybridge, a village with no overtly significant geographical or strategic value, attracts such a disproportionate number of UFO reports is a question that remains unanswered. The absence of nearby military installations or other sites typically associated with such phenomena only deepens the enigma. The speculation surrounding the true nature of these sightings, whether they are explainable anomalies, natural phenomena, or indeed evidence of extraterrestrial visitations, still remains elusive. The lack of comprehensive media coverage and formal investigations into the Bonnybridge sightings has been cited as a deliberate act, contributing to a sense of frustration and abandonment among those who have witnessed these events firsthand. This gap between experience and acknowledgement has fostered an environment where the mystery of Bonnybridge continues to thrive and is supported by a community of witnesses, researchers, and enthusiasts who seek to understand the origin and intent. As events persist, the truth of Bonnybridge stands as a beacon for those who look to the skies and wonder, challenging us to confront our assumptions about the universe and our place within it. If you enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.